She yelled, "I don't need your permission for anything," when I asked her not to go on a trip with her ex. I said, "Good, because you don't have it anymore," and moved out while she was gone. She came home to empty closets and a note. I, 29 male, was washing dishes when my girlfriend Scarlett, 28, dropped the bomb on me. We'd been together 3 years, living together for 1. "So I'm going to Cabo next weekend," she announced, scrolling through her phone. "Oh, cool, with who?" "Just a small group, Mandy, her boyfriend, and Vince." I stopped mid-scrub. "Vince? Your ex Vince? Yeah, so you're going on a vacation with your ex-boyfriend." She looked up from her phone. "It's a group trip, Isaiah. Don't be weird about it." "I'm not being weird. I'm uncomfortable with my girlfriend going on a beach vacation with her ex." "God, you're so insecure. Vince and I are just friends now. Then why wasn't I invited?" She rolled her eyes. "Because you hate beach trips. You literally complained the entire time in Miami." That was true. "I got sun poisoning, but still, Scarlett, I really don't think this is appropriate. Can you please not go?" That's when she exploded. Threw her phone down, stood up, hands on hips, full drama mode. "I don't need your permission for anything. I'm a grown woman. If I want to go on a trip with friends, I'll go." The words hung in the air. Permission, like I was trying to be her parent instead of expressing a reasonable boundary. "You're right," I said quietly. "You don't need my permission." "Exactly. Thank you for finally." "Good," I continued, "because you don't have it anymore." Her face shifted from triumphant to confused. "What? You heard me. You want to act single. Be single. Go on your trip." "Isaiah, don't be dramatic. It's just a vacation. With your ex, who you dated for 4 years, who you only broke up with because he moved away. That was years ago. He moved back 6 months ago. You've been texting ever since." Guilty silence. "I'm done, Scarlett. Go to Cabo, have fun." She laughed. Actually laughed. "You're gonna break up with me over a trip? Seriously?" "No. I'm breaking up with you because you think my boundaries are optional and you'd rather yell about permissions than have an adult conversation. You're bluffing. You always cave. Watch me not." I walked to our bedroom, technically my bedroom since the apartment was in my name, and started pulling her stuff out of the dresser. "What are you doing?" She followed me, voice rising. "Helping you pack, not for Cabo, for moving out. You can't kick me out. I live here, you stay here. Your name's not on the lease. I have rights. You have 30 days. But since you'll be in Cabo this weekend, might as well start early." She switched tactics, went from angry to soft, touched my arm. "Baby, come on, let's talk about this. Maybe you could come to Cabo too? Now I'm invited. How convenient. I'll tell Vince you're coming. You'll understand." "No thanks. I don't want to crash your reunion tour." "It's not like that." "Then what's it like, Scarlett? Explain to me why you have to go on this trip with your ex." She pulled her hand back. "I don't have to explain anything to you. You're not my keeper. You're right. I'm not anymore." The next few hours were tense. She alternated between fury and manipulation. "You're overreacting. This is emotional abuse." "Fine, I won't go. You're so controlling. I chose you. Doesn't that matter?" "Vince means nothing." That last one made me laugh. "If he means nothing, why is this trip worth our relationship?" No good answer for that one. She finally gave up around midnight, grabbed an overnight bag. "I'm going to Mandy's. When you come to your senses, text me. Don't hold your breath. You'll regret this, Isaiah. No one else will put up with your jealousy issues." "My jealousy issues? You're literally choosing a vacation with your ex over our relationship." She slammed the door. I sat on the couch, processing. 3 years, down the drain because she couldn't understand why I'd be uncomfortable with her vacationing with Vince. The same Vince she'd cried over for months after their breakup. The same Vince whose Instagram she still liked every post on. My phone buzzed. Her. "I hope you're happy. You just threw away the best thing in your life." I didn't respond. Instead, I started planning. She wanted to go to Cabo? Fine, but she'd come back to reality. Her flight left Thursday. That gave me 5 days to handle business. Time to make some calls. Update 1. The Cabo weekend, she actually went. She really chose a beach trip with her ex over our relationship, but I wasn't sitting around moping. I had work to do. Thursday. Moving day, the moment her plane took off. Yes, I checked the flight tracker. I got to work. Hired movers from TaskRabbit told them exactly what to pack. Everything in the closet that wasn't mine. Her bathroom stuff, her work desk, her books, her kitchen gadgets, everything. Took photos of each room before and after. Wanted proof I didn't damage anything, didn't take anything of hers. Packed it all neat and labeled. Drove it to a storage unit. Paid for 1 month, put the key and info in an envelope. Then I deep cleaned the apartment like professional level clean, changed the sheets, reorganized everything, even rearranged the furniture. By Thursday night, it looked like a different place. My place. Friday, Scarlett started posting Cabo pics. Her Mandy's boyfriend, and Vince, lots of Vince, beach selfie with the group, Vince's arm around her. Dinner pics sitting next to Vince. Sunset toast. Her and Vince clinking glasses while Mandy took the pic. Late night hot tub shot, bikini, Vince in the background. The comments from our mutual friends were interesting, cute. "Where's Isaiah? Isn't that your ex? Girl, what are you doing?" She replied to none of them. "My boy Marcus texted me. Bro, you seen this BS?" Me, "Yep, she made her choice." Marcus, what's the plan? Me already done. She'll find out Sunday. Saturday called my landlord Greg early morning. Explained the situation. She's not on the lease? Nope, never was. You giving her proper notice? 30 days written notice is ready, but she chose to leave for a trip after I told her to move out. Say no more. All of maintenance changed the locks. Technically, she abandoned the property. By noon, new locks. By 1 p.m. I'd updated my door camera system and added an extra security measure. Changed the door code. Saturday night, that's when the pics got really interesting. Scarlett at some club, grinding on Vince. Full make-out session in her story that she deleted after an hour, but not before I screenshot it. Mandy texted me. Isaiah, I'm so sorry. I didn't know it would be like this. She told me you were cool with the trip. Me, she told you wrong. They're sharing the room now. I'm so uncomfortable. Me, not your fault. Appreciate you telling me, though. So much for just friends. Sunday, the return. Her flight landed at 6 p.m. I was at my buddy's place watching the door camera feed on my phone. Yes, Petty, don't care. 7:23 p.m. she arrives, tries her key. Does it work? Tries again. Looks confused. Tries the door code. Nothing. Calls me. I don't answer. Texts my key isn't working. Me, that's not your key anymore. Her what? Me, check the planner by the door. I'd left an envelope there. Inside, storage unit key and info, her official 30-day notice to vacate. And a simple note, you don't need my permission for anything. That includes living here. Your stuff is in storage unit number 247. You have 30 days to make arrangements. Isaiah. The door camera caught her face perfectly. Shock, rage, disbelief. Chef's kiss. She called 27 times in the next hour. I answered none of them. She left 15 voicemails. Here's the highlight reel. 1, this isn't funny. Open the door. 2, Isaiah, I'm serious. Let me in now. 3, you can't just lock me out. I live here, for this is illegal. I'm calling the police. 5, please, it's not what you think. 6, Vince means nothing. You're my boyfriend. 7, I'm going to sue you for everything. 8, where is my stuff? 9, the storage unit is locked. Give me the code. 10, I have nowhere to go. 11, you're a psychopath. 12, baby, please, let's talk. 13, I made a mistake, okay? 14, answer your phone. 15, you'll regret this. She actually called the cops. They showed up around 9 p.m. I was expecting this, so I was back at the apartment with my documentation ready. Officer, sir, we have a report of an illegal eviction. Here's the lease showing only my name. Here's the written 30-day notice I provided. Here's proof. Her belongings are safely stored. She left for vacation after I asked her to move out. Officer to Scarlett, ma'am, are you on the lease? No, but how long have you been gone? Just a weekend trip. Officer, where are your belongings? Me, storage unit 247. She has the key. Officer to Scarlett, seems like proper notice was given. This is a civil matter now. The look of betrayal on her face when the cops sided with me, priceless. After the cops left, Vince showed up. Vince, the ex, trying to be Captain Savaho. Vince, bro, this is messed up. Just let her get her things. Her things are in storage. She has the key. Come on, man, don't be like this. Like what? Single, that's what she wanted. Look, nothing happened in Cabo. I just held up my phone, showed him the screenshot of them making out. We were drunk. Cool story, still not your apartment, bye. He tried to puff up. What if I don't leave? Then I call the cops back. Your choice, he left. Scarlett was crying in his car, actual tears. The same woman who yelled about not needing permission was sobbing in her ex's Honda Civic. Current status. Scarlett is staying with Mandy, who's apparently mortified by the whole situation. She's been posting about narcissistic exes and illegal evictions. Vince is already back on dating apps. Mandy's boyfriend showed me. I've had 3 friends reach out saying Scarlett asked them for money. Her stuff remains in storage, prepaid for 30 days. The best part? She's telling everyone I kicked her out for no reason and that I'm controlling and abusive. But Mandy already spilled the tea to our friend group about Cabo. Tomorrow I'm getting my car detailed. She had a key to that too, need to handle that. Also meeting with a lawyer friend to make sure I'm covered legally. She wanted to act single. Now she is, with her ex who apparently doesn't have his own place either since she's crashing with Mandy. You love to see it. Update 2. 2 weeks later, the entitlement has reached absolutely astronomical levels. When the initial shock wore off, Scarlett went from victim mode to full-scale war. First, she tried to control the narrative, posted this long Facebook essay about escaping abuse and toxic relationships, painted me as this controlling monster who isolated her from friends and monitored her every move. Problem? Our mutual friends knew better. Comments started rolling in. Didn't you just post pics making out with your ex in Cabo? Isaiah isolated you. You went on girls' trips every month. Toxic. You literally paid for your coding boot camp. She dirty deleted the whole post within hours. Remember I mentioned needing to handle the car? Well, Monday morning I go outside and my car is gone. Panic for about 30 seconds before I remember she had a key. Check my tracking app. Yeah, I have LoJack, cars at Vince's apartment complex. Called the cops, reported it stolen, gave them her name, the situation, showed them the registration in my name only. They went and retrieved it. She tried telling them she was just borrowing it and I was being petty. Cop told me she actually said it's basically my car too. I drove it all the time. That's not how ownership works, Scarlett. Tuesday I noticed weird activity on my Netflix, Hulu, Spotify. She's still using them. Changed all the passwords immediately. 20 minutes later, text from her mom, Isaiah, sweetie. Scarlett can't access the streaming services. Can you please fix that? Her mom. A grown woman sent her mother to ask about Netflix. Me, hi Mrs. Chen. Scarlett and I are no longer together. She'll need her own accounts now. Miss Chen, but she's going through such a hard time. The hard time she created by going to Cabo with her ex. That hard time. Radio silence. By day 10, she still hadn't gotten her stuff from storage. Why? Because it's too expensive to move it all. She wanted me to. 1. Pay for movers. 2. Let her back in to sort through things. 3. Store it for free indefinitely. Her lawyer, yes, she got one, sent a letter demanding I return her property to the shared residence. My lawyer's response was beautiful. Property has been safely preserved and made available. Client has key and access. No further accommodation required. This is where she really crossed a line. She called my workplace. My workplace told reception she was my partner and there was a family emergency. I got pulled out of a client meeting, called her back from a conference room with HR present. Smart move on their part. Me, what's the emergency? Her? I need to talk to you and you won't answer my calls. Me, that's not an emergency. That's harassment. I'm going to be homeless. You've had 2 weeks to find a place. Vince and I broke up. Plot twist I didn't see coming. Apparently, once she didn't have my apartment to crash at, Vince remembered why they broke up the first time. Something about her being too high maintenance. HR wrote up a report, told me to document everything and let them know if she contacted work again. She went through our entire friend group trying to find a place to stay. The stories she told were wild. To Ashley, I cheated and she caught me. To Jerome, I was abusive and controlling. To Maria, I kicked her out with no warning while she was at work. To David, I stole her inheritance. What inheritance? Problem was, she told different stories to everyone. They all talked. Group chat was popping off. Ashley, wait, he cheated. She told me she went to Cabo with Vince. Abusive. Didn't he pay her student loans off last year? Maria, no warning. She literally posted about going on the trip after a fight. What inheritance? Her parents are both teachers. As of today, she's couch surfing between acquaintances. Posted a GoFundMe for escaping domestic abuse, raised $45. Still hasn't gotten her stuff from storage. Vince is telling everyone she's crazy. Her mom called me again asking if I'd reconsider. But here's the kicker. Remember Mandy? Scarlett's best friend whose boyfriend was on the Cabo trip. Well, Mandy reached out yesterday. Isaiah, I need you to know something. Scarlett planned that whole trip to make you jealous. She thought you'd cave and beg her not to go. When you didn't, she figured hooking up with Vince would make you fight for her. She literally said, watch him come crawling back when he sees the pics. I'm done with her. She used my vacation as a manipulation tactic. I screenshot that message, added it to my folder of evidence, the legal update. Her lawyer sent another letter. Now she's claiming unlawful eviction and emotional distress, demanding 3 months' rent, moving costs, and $10,000 in damages. My lawyer's response included the lease, my name only. Her text saying, I don't need your permission for anything. The 30-day notice. Screenshots of her Cabo posts with Vince. The police report stating no crime was committed. Her admission via text that she chose to leave. Haven't heard back from her lawyer since. Yesterday, the storage place called. Her unit was overdue. Did I want to pay to extend it? Nope. Follow your abandonment procedures, which means in another 30 days, if she doesn't pay, they'll auction her stuff. She has 2 weeks left on my original 30-day notice. After that, if she tries to show up, it's trespassing. Already gave the building security her photo. The woman who screamed about not needing permission is now begging everyone she knows for permission to crash on their couch. The woman who chose a vacation with her ex over our relationship is now single and homeless by choice. And me, I'm sitting in my apartment watching my TV, living my drama-free life. Turns out when you remove toxic people, everything gets better. Who knew? Next update will probably be the last. We'll see if she gets her stuff from storage or if it ends up on Storage Wars. Either way, I'm good. Final update. 1 month later. The conclusion to this saga is exactly what you'd expect from someone who never learned that actions have consequences. She never got her stuff. Not in the 30 days I paid for, not in the additional 30 days the storage place gave her. They sent her certified letters, called her, emailed her. Nothing. So last week they auctioned it off. Everything she owned except what she took to Cabo. Furniture, clothes, electronics, photos, everything. Gone. Guess how I found out? She tried to blame me on Instagram. My toxic ex let them sell all my belongings. Everything my grandma gave me. He's pure evil. Comments were brutal. Girl, you had 60 days. Didn't you have the key? Why didn't you just pay the $50 her month? This is what happens when you choose dick over stability. That last one was from her own cousin. Ouch. Remember how Vince dumped her once she became inconvenient? Well, plot twist. He started dating someone else. Someone Scarlett knows. Her co-worker Penny from her last job. Scarlett found out when Penny posted a pic of them at the same resort in Cabo. Caption, making better memories with better company. The meltdown was spectacular. Scarlett went on a comment rampage calling Penny every name in the book. Penny's response posted their text conversation from months ago where Scarlett was trying to get Penny to cover for her while she met up with Vince during work hours. Even better, turns out Scarlett was fired from that job for, wait for it, time card fraud related to those meetups. 3 weeks ago, Mr. and Mrs. Chen showed up at my apartment. Building security called me. They had Scarlett's photo, remember? I met them in the lobby. Mr. Chen, Isaiah, we need to talk. Mrs. Chen was crying. Actual tears, okay? We didn't raise her to be like this. We're mortified. She told us you were abusive, controlling. We believed her. And now, she's been lying to everyone, even us. She told us you threw her things away. We gave her money to replace everything. Then we found out about the storage unit. She had 2 months to get her things. 2 months. And she spent the money we gave her on Botox and a trip to Vegas with some new guy. I'm sorry you're dealing with this. We're cutting her off, completely. She's 28 years old, acting like a teenager. We're done enabling her. They apologized profusely and left. Haven't heard from them since. Last week, a known number calls me. I usually don't answer, but something told me to pick up. Isaiah, sobbing, dramatic sobbing, it's me. Please don't hang up. What do you want, Scarlett? I'm pregnant, I laughed. Actually laughed out loud. No, you're not. I am. It's yours from before Cabo. Scarlett, you have an IUD. You literally complained about the cramping from getting it replaced in January. Silence. Also, we hadn't slept together in like 6 weeks before Cabo. You were always too tired or not in the mood. Remember, more silence. Even if you were pregnant, which you're not, it would be Vince's. Or whoever you're with now. There's no one else, she wailed. I'm alone. I'm homeless. I have nothing. You chose this. Every step of the way you chose this. I made one mistake. One, let me count. You chose to plan a trip with your ex. You chose to scream at me about permissions. You chose to go on the trip. You chose to hook up with him. You chose not to get your stuff for 60 days. You chose to lie to everyone. You chose, click, she hung up, where everyone is now. Scarlett, last I heard through the grapevine, she's living with some guy she met on Tinder who's apparently rich, drives a leased BMW. Working part-time at a makeup store, still posting about being a survivor and Phoenix rising from ashes, blocked by half our former friend group, completely cut off by her parents. Vince still with Penny. They seem happy. He dodged a bullet realizing she was too high maintenance when she didn't have my apartment and resources to fall back on. Me. Thriving, got a promotion last month, turns out being drama-free improves work performance. Started dating casually, nothing serious yet, but met a nice woman at a coffee shop who appreciates clear communication and boundaries. Traveled to Costa Rica with the boys, living my best life in my peaceful, drama-free apartment. The lessons? Looking back, the red flags were there. She never wanted to discuss boundaries, just demanded I trust her. She always played the victim when called out on anything. She thought consequences were for other people. She genuinely believed she could act single while keeping the benefits of a relationship. The funniest part. She created every single consequence herself. I didn't make her go to Cabo, she chose that. I didn't make her hook up with Vince, she chose that. I didn't make her ignore the storage unit, she chose that. I didn't make her lie to everyone, she chose that. All I did was stop enabling her choices and protecting her from consequences. Yesterday, one last unknown number. I know you hate me, but I wanted you to know I'm getting married. Aha, showed you. I found someone who actually trusts me and doesn't try to control me. We're moving to his house next month. Have fun being alone and bitter while I'm living my best life. You had your chance. I didn't respond, but I did laugh. Getting married to someone she's known for what? 3 weeks. Moving into his house, but she's not on that deed either. Good luck to that poor bastard. Hope he doesn't ask where she's going when she plans her next girl's trip to Cabo. As for me, I'm sitting in my apartment about to head out for drinks with friends. Tomorrow, I'm helping Marcus move into his new place. Life is good when you surround yourself with people who understand that trust is earned through actions, not demanded through manipulation. To everyone who said I was too harsh, where would I be if I'd caved? Probably paying for her next Cabo trip while she texted her ex from my bed. Sometimes the best revenge isn't elaborate. Sometimes it's just letting someone experience the natural consequences of their choices while you move on with your life. Thanks for following this wild ride, Reddit. Remember, when someone shows you who they are, believe them. And when they scream about not needing your permission, take them at their word. Peace out.